Just want to finish Symbolic Capital. You raised $50 million. I don't know when you have the spare time to do this, by the way. But you're funding companies, and you kind of acknowledge there's this massive brain drain from India. The government regulation isn't helping it. But I think you've said that with Symbolic, or with maybe some of the things you're doing at Polygon, if you can create the next 100 unicorns in India, then you can kind of lead from the back, maybe get the government to adopt the right regulations, because they'll be literally sitting amongst unicorns in their country. So you're trying to kind of lead from a different perspective. Am I getting all of that right? And what can you tell me about Symbolic?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the exact thesis that, and it's not only about, like specifically India is my personal mission also, but Symbolic is like, fairly still global also. But I would say in India, you are absolutely right that, that's how I thought that, either you go through those, channels, or what do you call, they don't call it lobby. Like there is some good word for that, but basically, policy work. Oh yeah, policy work is the right term. So you do either do tens of years of policy work, try to educate everyone and all that. And there are people who are doing it, much better people than me who can do it. But I have this, again, opportunity and a unique vantage point is that I can help some big entrepreneurs, some big companies being created out of India. And not only in India, maybe the entire Indian subcontinent and the emerging markets, Southeast Asia also, which puts an indirect pressure on governments, because they become like a very important part of the economy, and they can't, kind of play around with that. So you are absolutely right. Your observation is absolutely right on that. And that's the goal, that, at least have like, triple digit unicorns in the next 5 years coming out of these emerging markets. Having said that, Symbolic is open to, global projects also. I think there is, there's an accelerator program the team is working on. And as you said, that how do I do it? Basically, the good part is that, the where today Polygon is, and again, it's all Polygon's, contribution, that, the good people also come to me. They want to work together and all that. And I, anyways, have this huge stream of people coming to me, right? Especially from India. Let's say anybody who's building, 90% of the time they will reach me somewhere or the other by some or the other channel. So I have that stream. I can simply pass on to the team. The team is there. They are doing pretty solid work. They have an accelerator plus this investment arm. And not only like, when I was discussing with my the co-founder for Symbolic, is that, we don't want to be a typical VC fund, right? We want to be kind of like what YC was able to do, is this kind of having this community of these founders, and not only help them in like one fundraise and just invest in them and just, forget about them and speak to them with them once per quarter. Instead, like, how can we become the partners in their journey? And it's very rhetorical, this thing also. It's very hard to do it at scale. Like when you have 50 companies, how do you become invested companies? How do you become members of their journey? But that's why, like, bringing some of this internal, giving them kind of an internal social network where the founders can collaborate with each other, maybe do some of this, more of this offsites with founders offsite, right? So maybe do like a, once per month, or, once per 2 weeks, founders call, where all the founders come together, share their insights and all that. And not only insights, but also help each other in terms of raising next rounds, guiding each other, mentoring. That is the kind of more thesis about it. And then with Polygon, like anyways, we have so many projects coming in the ecosystem, which get invested by various different kind of funds, and funds reach out to me and all that. So it all makes sense in that particular region where a particular project is coming on Polygon, and they have multiple VC funds ready to back them, right? So the Symbolic also becomes an important partner in that. We have 3-4 more such funds which are like, very bullish on Polygon ecosystem, and have committed large amount of capital in Polygon ecosystem. So I think that's what is the overall theory of and thesis of Symbolic.
Right. So you're looking at like parts of a kind of a Y Combinator model and a few other pieces. So it can not just be your traditional fund. You want to make the new version, the 2.0, the layer 2 version of the fund, right?
Yeah. And it aligns very nicely with what I'm anyways doing. It for me, it's a catalyst on what I'm already doing. It just added an additional kick to all of what I'm doing.
Okay, so it fits perfectly. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.